thinking of it. Oh, they say you're hotter than July. You used to be the life of the party, but now you're broken hearted. And I just came around to wake you up. All that you need is someone to know you. Need to be treated like somebody loves you. And I don't wanna see you looking down. I can change your world. I just have one question. Do you believe in miracles? We could change the world, but only if you try to believe in miracles. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that. He left you in that cold, stormy weather, and oh, I can love you better. And oh, you know I'll never break down. No, you're tired of all of the crying. Oh, you think you're dying, but I just came around to say it's on. All that you need is someone to know you. You need to be treated like somebody loves you. And I don't wanna see you breaking down. I can change your world. I just have one question. Do you believe in miracles? We can change the world, but only if you try to believe in miracles. It's like that. It's like that. When you're looking in the mirror, take a little time to see what I see when I look into your eyes. If you give it to me, I'll give you anything that your heart desires. I can change your world. I just have one question. Do you believe? You can change the world, but only if you try to believe. Do you believe in miracles? I just have let it go, let it flow, take control. Oh, yeah, just go, take some time, yeah, to believe. It's like that.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up?
Another week in the books. Another week in the books. What's up, y'all?
What up?
Yeah, good, good.
How was your weekend, Drippy?
My weekend was cool, man. It's been real blessed, savory, relaxing.
Okay.
Savory?
Yeah, yeah, I've been on my thing. Nah, I've just been really relaxing and getting into myself and, leveling up in many ways. I lost a lot of weight, so I'm 257 this week.
That's
So,
dope.
Nice.
accomplishments. I'm doing things. I'm leveling up. What's up with you, Empress?
Nothing much. Doing good. Spent some time with some friends this weekend, a little mini road trip, enjoying life. I love when the weather gets warmer. I'm an outdoor baby. I'm a sun baby. What up with you, Dr. So Good?
What you was gonna ask her, Drippy?
Where you go?
Visit a friend in Delaware.
All right.
Okay, nice.
DMV.
I love when the weather gets warmer. I'm Say again?
He said the DMV.
The DMV.
Yeah. Yeah, quick little ride.
Right, man. So everybody that's entering the room right now, I'm gonna ask you to invite at least 10 friends before we get started. Invite
Oh,
10
I
friends
already have
into
people
our
on
room.
that.
You know, invite 10
That's it.
friends into our live. Do that
Invite
for
a friend, invite a friend. Put them into the
right,
conversation.
right. Invite
Put
10
your
friends
friends,
real
and
quick.
I'll get my friends,
Right.
and we can all be friends.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. My weekend was cool, guys. My weekend was
Nice.
cool. It was my birthday on
Birthday.
Wednesday the
Happy
14th. You
birthday!
know, so I didn't get a chance to really. I spent it with my children on my birthday, but this weekend, I spent it having a good time and just enjoying the 49th year of my life.
29th time around the sun.
Yeah, 49 times, man. So it's been cool. But there's been a lot of different things going on, especially in hip hop, and a good friend of mine passed away. I believe it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I got the call and did y'all have any what did y'all think of Black Rob?
I think he was dope. He definitely gave me a highlight of my life. I remember Summer Jam when he did Whoa, it was crazy, the stadium shaking. And then I remember the tunnel. You could feel it,
Oh,
the
Right.
energy. Whoa. So
I
it
had
was a
no
big
business
deal.
being.
Yeah, I had no business there. Empress, you got a Black Rob story?
Yeah, man. I got two. Do I have time, Dr. Feelgood?
You
Go
got
ahead, bro. Break it
Okay.
down.
Black
The
Rob.
first time I heard the song Whoa,
Whoa.
I'm like, yo, who is this dude?
Right.
And the first time I saw it was at an arts festival. So they were dancing to it, and the way they danced to it, they slowed down the beat right before he said whoa.
Right.
So it was like it was syncing. It just sounded. I was just like, yo, who is this dude? And then I leave for college, and St. John's used to do. Oh, they probably still do it. They do a big concert every year. There's a West Indian one, and then there's like a hip hop one. And Black Rob was doing it. Our sound goes out right before he's supposed to get on stage.
Right.
So now, we college kids. Everybody's like, oh no, is he going to perform? Is he coming out? Is he coming out? This dude did the whole song a cappella.
Mm.
But then when he did it, and every time he needed the whoa, the whole St. John's crowd, whoa. So like it didn't even sound a cappella. Like, my friends that were working backstage and like putting the concert together, they all have like really good memories of him. Said he was a really cool, real down to earth dude. Like the money didn't they didn't know him beforehand, but it didn't seem like the money changed him
Right at that
at
point.
all. He was just this real down to earth
Yeah.
dude.
And so what's the next story you got?
The next story I got. No, the one was the first time I heard the song. I did too.
Oh, okay. That's
did
good.
too.
Okay.
I did
Yeah,
too.
so I had a real good experience when I first started into the music business. This was like 1996. I met Rob at Bad Boy, and this is before he had his album out, and I was working on a documentary called Street Poetry. And what that was about all these new artists and the misconception of being in the music business. And Black Rob was like one of the main stars. So that's where our relationship started. And throughout the years, we always remained cool. So I got a lot of studio footage with him, me and him in the studio working on songs. I got the footage that I filmed at Bad Boy back in the day. He was truly a good guy, man. For me, every experience I had with him was really cool. So I want to shout out everyone that had love for Rob, his family. God bless him, and hopefully, and I just hope that he is resting in peace. It seems like he was going through a lot of pain. I know a lot of people probably saying, "Where is Chef Tammy?" Chef Tammy is out of town right now, so she's holding things down out there. So shout out to Chef Tammy.
Shout out to Chef
While
Tammy.
she's out there getting her money. But let's get into topic number one, right?
What is that?
We usually got a couple of topics. And the first topic of tonight is beauty versus brains, or intelligence versus beauty. You know what I'm saying? Drippy, how you feel about that, man? Beauty versus intelligence, man.
I mean, my synopsis is very simple. I need somebody that I could talk to, have building with, and have structure with, and have dealings with. So beauty's great, but it's gonna fade over time and it's gonna change. But brilliance over time will be turned into wisdom, and I think that we'll have a greater quality of life together. So on my side, I love beauty, but I need that intelligence. You got to be smart, man. I'm taking intelligence over beauty. Bottom line, give me that for 1,000, Alex.
Man, I don't know about that one.
What you doing then?
I'm telling you, for me, like, and for me, and probably most men, and you might be the exception when it comes to this, but for me and most men, I think a woman is a reflection of you. You see what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not looking for her mind right out the gate. I'm not trying to see what her mind. I'm not trying to check her on her IQ. I'm not trying to see how many degrees she got. I'm not.
I said the bill went down the line, though. You talking about, like, yo, you talking about degrees and all of that, but that things is gonna come into play. It's gonna come into play when you get serious with her. So if she's beautiful but she's dumb, how you gonna build and make that better?
Easy. You make her smart. You teach her things.
Oh my God.
You don't want to be smart.
You teach her things. I'm just saying, so if she don't want to be smart, how you take an ugly woman because she's pretty, like because she's intelligent? Nah, I'm just saying, most men, when we look at women, like I said, and you the exception when it comes into this particular topic, you would prefer an ugly woman that's very smart.
That's not what I said.
Unless
intelligence over beauty.
Right.
I did not say I'm taking an ugly woman. That's not what I said.
Nah, I'm just playing. I mean, for me, like I said, for me, it, like, my points is this, right? Mm-hmm. The way she looks, I believe, is a reflection of you. So if you got a nice looking woman, that's a good reflection of you, right? Mm-hmm. I know that I want someone that I could be comfortable with walking around with. Like, these are things that I look for. So yeah, go ahead, Empress. What you got to say?
So you gonna walk around with somebody, and she look pretty on your arm. Right. You just gonna tell her don't speak?
That's it.
She gonna make you look bad as she open her mouth.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm not, like in the beginning, I'm not too interested in how much math and science she can tell me. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about that. I think initially it's the physical and appearance attraction for me. And I'm not saying that for some men like Dre, they want to see with her brain size and if she knows math and if she's dope in science. For me, I'm like,
it's all about the science.
Right. Now, but when she's teaching you about real estate and teaching you how to get lowest percentage rates and teaching you about, matriculating money, and she starts teaching you about compound interest, and she's talking to you about these things and elevating you and heightening you, she becomes more of a draw than the woman that's just looking good. She's actually a good woman. Right. So the choice is, do you want a woman that looks good, or do you want a woman that is good? It's two different variations.
Well, looking good and is good is two different things.
That's what I'm asking.
Okay.
You want the look of good.
If you want to change the narrative, because the narrative was intelligence, so it was beauty over brains. Looking good and being good is two different things.
No, but you was talking about the aesthetics of her being on your arm and being pretty and being
that's the attractiveness. That's what I'm
talking about. The input of life value and her compounding to my life, not just looking good as a reflection of who I am. Her making me good and making me whole and making me that solid brother. That's what's gonna be beautiful.
I mean, I could just do her makeup and you'd be good.
Say that again.
I could just do her makeup and she look good on your arms. We'd be good.
It's a Mac. She's a beauty.
Nah.
Yeah.
I'm just
yeah.
I'm just saying. Listen, this is how I feel.
What you saying?
Right? This is so if you're asking me, do I want a woman that look good or is good? I want both.
Me too.
I want both. I'm not settling for one or the other. But on the offset, like most fellas, we gonna look at what you look like, how them hips is shaped, how you walking in them clothes. That's what we look. How that hair is set. That's what we looking at. I ain't worrying about how intelligent she is, because I'm gonna come to the table with my own set of intelligence. Now, if she adds value to me on the intellectual side, then that's cool. But if she ain't the most intellectual person, that don't mean she ain't good. That don't mean she's a bad person because she just ain't intellectual.
The conversation. So when you go out with people, because you go out as us being older people, we go out with our couples and our counterparts. Right. So when you go out and you sitting down and you having these conversations and people is talking and just having a conversation. She's a reflection of you, remind you.
Right, of course.
And when she speaks and when she comes out of, like, she might not be used to that. She might give an offset vibe. She might not be able to carry a conversation. How does that become a reflection of you? She won't be in your life long.
No, I don't necessarily think that, because at the end of the day, sometimes your spouse or your mate ain't really that, like, they're not. I don't want to say they're not in your life, but if it's part of your work, if it's something you're doing as a job, she's not gonna be around you like that, right? You talking about in work, in the sense of working?
No, I'm saying I'm just saying socializing and hanging out.
Okay, so socializing and hanging out. There's a lot of women that don't talk much. There's a lot of women that don't talk much.
I'm saying you in your professional setting with your date for the evening, talking with your crowd of people that you associate with. Don't try to twist it on me, brother. You're not gonna Rubik's Cube me, B. I'm talking about you and your setting hanging out with this arm candy. What's happening?
I'm just saying that's what she is. I mean, at the end of the day,
wow.
if she's on, she is
on. That's a buck.
Nah, what I'm telling you is like this. On the onset, if I'm not checking her brain size, I'm not trying to figure out how smart she is when I first meet her. That ain't what I'm looking at. You ain't looking at that either. You ain't saying, damn, I wonder how intelligent she is. I wonder if she has a PhD or a bachelor's or associate's. It ain't going down like that.
Well, I'm just saying.
Hold on. Next thing, let me just make this point. And next thing, men don't look at women like that. Now, women are more likely to accept an unattractive man that has intelligence more than a man will accept an unattractive woman that has intelligence.
I don't know. I know some men that would
gender based. I don't think it's gender based.
I'm just telling you what I see.
Oh wait, we got somebody in the audience saying hi to us. Moa Kikuchi. Hi, honey.
Hey,
how are you?
What's her name?
Moa Kikuchi on one of our YouTube viewers.
I love the name.
What it say?
Moa Kikuchi.
Oh, Mo Kikuchi. Okay, what's happening? What's happening?
I would just put it to you like this. Regina, while we talking about people in our comments, Regina, I agree with you totally. She said she's almost 50 years old. Give me intelligence. 20-year-old me, I want looks. So that was me too. Yeah, I chose looks multiple occasions and it just never really summarized and became anything important in my life.
That's good, but you listen.
Jessica Melendez says intelligence because good looks fade. Because I asked the audience, I put the question to the audience: if you had to pick one that had a higher percentage, which one would it be?
Right.
So as she gets older and she doesn't look the same, she's not the young her. You're not as attracted to her anymore. Her quality went down.
Why would you say that?
Because she's not gonna look the same. That's what you was a draw. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what my problem is.
Because she's older, don't mean I won't find her attractive. But
I don't care what y'all say. My mother's a bomb.
Listen, at the end of the day, some people get fine as they get older.
Right.
So let's move on to the next question. But Dre, your position is what? You're gonna take intelligence?
Totally.
Okay, cool. And I'm gonna take a little bit of both.
I want both too.
You can't pick that.
It's one or the other. You can't have both.
Listen, then I want the eye candy then.
He cheating.
Just be quiet around me. That's all. Just be quiet.
Shut up.
Quiet. Don't say nothing. God. Walk over there. Look good. Come on back. That's nice. Thank you, baby. That's cool. I like that.
What about you, Dad? What you doing?
I'm a brainiac. I need somebody intelligent because if you can be fine, and I mean fine, but if you open your mouth and I'm looking at you like, no. No.
Because listen, right? So, and I'm gonna back out of this conversation here. But what I'm gonna say is, so is it based on his conversation or is it based on his intelligence? Some people just can't hold a conversation. That don't mean that they're not intelligent. That don't mean that you can't vibe with them.
No, it's based on how you have the conversation. Because some people, you're right. Some people can't have a conversation. They're people of few words, but the few words that they do speak or their way of communication, whether it nonverbal or verbal, will reflect their intelligence. Okay. And intelligence doesn't necessarily mean educated because we have some pretty stupid doctors and PhDs.
Right.
Well, so, and I'm a degreed woman, and I'm saying that, so like,
okay. She's a degreed woman.
She's
saying that.
I'm just like, because the people automatically assume when people say you don't have degrees don't make you smart, it's coming from somebody who doesn't have degrees.
Oh, okay.
Right? I have degrees. A lot of people I went to college with and got them degrees with ain't that smart.
Right. That's why when you will look at business, it's not always the smartest person that's making the most money.
Right? No. It's the person that hires the smartest person.
There you go. So the next topic of the night is Is it money? Do people marry for money or do they marry for love? Is it money over love or love?
No, I'm not marrying somebody unless I am totally and madly and completely in love, in everything. I'm not doing it unless I'm not.
Right.
What about if he broke? It don't matter.
Nah.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Oh, no, she got degrees. She got degrees. She gonna figure this out. What you doing, man?
So
Love
I'm
is gonna pay them
gonna
bills.
let y'all into my life a little bit for a second. I was engaged to that broke dude.
What?
Right.
My parents and I were
Married
paying for the wedding.
Y'all didn't
But
get
you
married.
wasn't
Y'all didn't
married
visit.
to
We
him.
did not get married, not because of his money. We did not get married because he didn't know how to keep his hands and other body parts to himself.
Wagwan star. That ain't cool.
A lot of going with him.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Bad
was
boy
other reasons.
them, huh?
Because I'm the type of woman, if
Right.
you're my man, I'm rocking for you. Like he had a business that he wanted to do. So I'm like, all right, as his soon-to-be wife, we can get this business launched.
Right.
Right. And it wasn't something far-fetched. It was something that he was already dabbling in. So, you know, I'm like, let's do the business.
Right.
Right. So it's I've dated the rich dude. I've had like everything in between. The money comes and goes. I can't take it with me when I'm dead. And my dad taught me to always make sure I can take care of myself and my family just in case I do get married and my husband gets hurt.
So you really telling me that most people out here marry for love?
I don't think
Hell
most
no.
people. I'm talking about me.
Stability.
I'm gonna keep it 1,000. I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with my co-host, and I'm gonna keep it 1,000 who was ever watching out there right now.
Talk about
if I just know as far as being a man, it's way too much on pressure, way too much pressure on us to have stuff. So I know women are not just talking about she's gonna marry us because they love us. No, they marry us for all different reasons outside of love. Love is probably the last one on the list.
Talk that talk.
Most women they want somebody that's gonna make sure that they are good financially, that they can live the life that they want to live. I ain't talking about dating, I'm talking about marriage. So
I understand that.
So do people marry for love or do they marry for money? And I think most people marry for money because money is what? Stability, it's comfortability, it's all those things.
And you want to know something?
What?
Money cannot fix my emotional and mental well-being.
But you know what it can? It'll take you on a trip and change your whole attitude.
Change your life.
But that doesn't help when I'm sitting in my car outside for 20 minutes because I don't want to come in my house. What good is a 6-bedroom house if I can't get peace being in it?
I mean, now that's a whole different dynamic. You know, that's.
But I'm just saying, if you don't love each other, because there's gonna be times where it's gonna be that fight. You know that fight where it's just like, yo, I don't like him right now. But that love, if I didn't marry him for love, that's when the divorce comes. If I actually love this man, guess what? We gonna fight it out, and then we gonna take a drink and we gonna figure it out.
Right. and y'all, and so he can be broke, and you comfortable with that. So you telling me most women out there, and I'm talking about most women that's either watching or listening or paying attention to what I'm about to say right now. So you telling me the outside of you that say I'm gonna take a broke man because I'm gonna take love over money, that most women are gonna say, listen, you're broke, I'm fine with that. I love you. And however our lives turn out together, it's fine. I don't care if I have to take on the majority of the bills.
Broke can be a temporary.
I love you.
Broke can be temporary, but if I'm with you 2-3 years and I still don't love you, I'm probably not gonna love you.
And you probably not gonna marry him if he ain't got no money. I know that for a fact.
Big fact.
Again, let me ask you the reason we didn't get married,
right,
is because of
that particular situation. So let me ask you this question, and I'm asking any woman that's in the comments.
Women in the comments are saying love.
What?
The women in the comments are saying love, and then Regina said women are more willing to take on a project than a man.
I don't think so, Gina. I think I've seen men take on a lot of project women, and I've just now that we speak on this, Gina, let's talk about this one. Because I just left a friend's house who said he married a lady. She was not from this country, married her and tried to keep her here and everything, and did it just because of the love and the feeling.
Love,
that's a big project.
Right.
I see men. My man is moving right now out of the country because he fell in love with a woman. So I see men take on huge projects. I'm not going to talk about the burdens that I took on, but that's what we do as men. When we really love somebody, we do invest everything in our time and our energy into them. And I think a lot of women do get married for love. Yeah, the love of money.
Right.
You can see that high divorce rate, and they get married in California and New York, so they making sure that they hit the jackpot. And I'm just saying, if that's the case, if it's for love, let's talk about prenuptial agreements and how we're gonna have more things that we can have prosperous outside of making together, instead of it being about my possession and your possession. If we can comprise things together, I think that's beautiful.
So you brought up a valid point, prenups, and everybody thinks prenups is about money and possessions. You want to know something?
What is it about?
People don't realize that in prenups, you can actually write the terms of your marriage and the terms of if you were to divorce.
Right.
So I want to do a prenup, but not for my property. In my prenup, it's going to specify that for us to get a divorce, we have exhausted all other options to save the marriage. And we need proof of said exhausting those options.
That's fair. That's way too much. That's way too much.
What you mean that CeeLo with rules?
No, it's not. If you marry me, it's for life, right? So that shouldn't be.
It's supposed to be, but ain't nothing guaranteed. But you paying your taxes and you dying. That's it. That's the only thing
you don't have to pay
guaranteed in life. You paying your taxes and you passing away. That's all the guarantee is.
If I'm getting married, you gonna agree to that? Like, we are gonna make this marriage work together. I'm not gonna be the only one fighting for it. So
I mean, that's an emotional thing. If it don't work, it just don't work. I don't care what kind of
and that's fine. But why? But again, if it don't work and it just don't work, then those other options would have been exhausted. We went to couples therapy. We did the what the therapist recommended. We did, it was like we made our best faith effort. There's nothing wrong with doing that. It's a contract.
It's nothing.
That's why I'm saying I would definitely put that in my prenup.
Yeah, it's a contract. So is a marriage is a contract.
No, I'm saying the marriage is a contract. So
it's business.
And the funny thing about marriage is most women say a lot of things. Their duties and their oath and everything they say in it, and half of that stuff they don't even want to do. In the back of their mind, they talking about how they ain't gonna do this and how they ain't gonna do that. And
I feel like this is women bashing. It's just me today.
No, that's back in the day. And
Gina,
women today are supposed to do this, that, and the third. You can't listen. You can't have it both ways, ladies. You either
Ebony said.
Wait, why you beating up on us?
Ebony said if a man can't bring to the table the same thing she can't offer, honestly, she's not entertaining him.
There you go, because she's
okay, and that's I never said most. I'm speaking for me, right? Because I'm telling you now, like I can't take my. If it was for money, then all these rich people wouldn't have the marriage problems that they do.
Right. No, people are people. They're gonna have problems.
But if money is a solution for
money, I never said money solves everything. I said
I'm just saying if getting money married for money was a good idea, then all these rich people wouldn't be having the marriage problems that they do.
No, because I'll tell you one thing that they ain't fighting about. What? They ain't fighting about money.
Yes, they are fighting about money.
They fighting
about money. That was money. Why you give the kids $1,000? Yes, they are fighting about money.
People that got money, listen. People that got money like me, we don't fight about money. You ain't got nobody fight about money. People that got it don't fight about money. We fight about other stuff. Nah, I hear you though. I hear you. I'm just.
That's just me. But I believe I said at the. I'm a bit of a romantic. You know, like I grew up around I grew up around loving marriages.
Right.
I grew up around my cousin 20 years ago. Getting married at 20 when they had nothing, you know what I mean? And now they married each other for love. Now they got a big old house, the kids in college, and but I grew up around that.
And that's a beautiful experience to have. But I think as you grow up, and like I said, you are an exception. Just like Dre was an exception about accepting intelligence, you're the exception. You'll take the broke man. But I know most women in these comments, most women that watch this feed is gonna say, They don't want a guy that don't have. They're not gonna marry you. Most women, listen. Most women that make more money than men don't want the average man.
They don't
The
love
average man
I
makes.
don't care.
Yeah, but I'm. This is
I
what
know.
trying
I'm
to
just saying,
explain.
as long as he
So,
can take care of himself, I don't care.
But what if
Because
you do?
because okay,
care?
look at
Now,
like
so now you care. You
no.
you didn't care if he was broke. Now he got to take care of himself. What if you?
What
gotta
was he
take
doing
care of-
before me? Taking care of himself, right?
What happened?
What was he doing before me? Taking care of himself, right? Okay.
Yeah, but now he's in the marriage and you're responsible for him to take care of
Okay,
him.
but I signed up for that when I married him.
So my point is, you can't say he can be broke and it doesn't matter. Then in the next sentence say, well, long as he can take care of himself.
I'm talking about like when we first met.
Right.
Right. So when we first met, you were taking care of yourself. You weren't living in a homeless shelter.
Now he's married now and he can't take care of himself. Is that a problem for you?
No, because our job is to take care of each other.
It's not, right? Because love conquers all.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Because again, my husband can lose his job at any time.
Right.
My husband can my uncle got a forklift in his back. He wasn't going to work anytime soon.
Right.
Thank God he was married to a woman that loved him.
Right.
You know, so yeah, not that can always happen.
Because of this topic today, I listen to the Dream album all day because I know he's rich. The song "Love vs. Money" says money cannot buy love. And I'm gonna listen to the rich man that's gonna tell you money cannot buy love.
No, it can't. I agree with y'all. Money can't buy love. But what marriage is gonna get, people are gonna marry people that gonna bring them financial stability.
Indeed, I agree.
Period. So, Deb, Empress, Drippy Dre, what is your position? You're a hopeless romantic, so you're siding for love, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what the women that's watching this right now is siding.
So Regina Poole said, "When I met my husband, we both ain't had shit but raging hormones."
Like a disco.
Hi.
Okay.
Ebony Poole says, "It's the love of money, not the actual money."
Right.
I can get with that.
Right. Well, hold on.
It's the love with the idea of what people think money brings you.
Right. So my position is, I think most people, and I'm not just saying women, I think most people want to marry somebody that has financial stability, or it doesn't make sense. That's just what I feel. I wonder if John Wallinger was in there. I wonder what he.
Where is he?
Yeah, I wonder what John would do at this point. I wonder what John would do. I wonder what.
Oh, wait a minute. We got some people popping up now. Lindsay said love for sure because her man is broke. But Lindsay, are you married, Lindsay, or are you just dating?
Right.
No, Lindsay's my friend.
You married?
Almost.
We want to know who finished past the finish line because this is kind of
right. Dating, it don't matter, but I'm just saying. I've been on the married side of things. I've been on that married side, and I know most women that's going to marry a man, I know what they look for. They look for a man that's going to provide and able to take care of them. And
my dad didn't have a boatload of money when my mom married him.
But Lindsay,
he wasn't broke either, was he?
Lindsay sent the follow-up.
In the situation that he was in, yeah, because he was paying a lot of stuff, child support, alimony.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole nother story. Lindsay sent the follow-up, though. She said financial stability is definitely important. So if y'all are listening, take it from a woman who's in a relationship with a broke man, that's definitely a part of taking on the responsibility of having to be with one another. But Kamala, I see, she says, most of the girlfriends in a successful relationship, or married or not, make more money than their partner. I need one of them friends, though. Plug Drippy.
Plug Drippy with that.
I'm saying.
I'm taking the position that I'm not. Like for me, if a woman can't be broken, I'm gonna marry you. Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Gonna happen. I'm not taking care of you. I'm not taking on that responsibility. You got to come to the table.
Now,
that's crazy because if you asked me that last year, I would have had a different response. This year, I agree with you.
Right.
So I'm gonna say what's funny is a lot of men would actually not minding taking on a broke chick, and the only reason why, and I'm not saying this feeling is valid,
but
say broke. Now they have control over everything because she's not bringing in any money.
Nah, I don't care about control. Only thing I can control in life is me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know what you laughing at.
Wait, I gotta read this comment. Yo,
Regina too much.
Regina's the MVP tonight. He better be broken like a horse because he got to give me something. Well, wait. Here's the funny part, Regina. Oh my God, you just called me out because the broke dude I was engaged to, he was hung like a horse.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only reason a woman is gonna deal with somebody that's
well endowed in the pockets and the bedroom. Listen, man. Listen, man.
So let's get to topic 3. So we got any more comments that we need to read before we get to topic 3?
Topic 3.
Ebony did ask, what do you consider broke? I think it's a valid question.
That's a good question.
What I consider broke is someone that cannot help you financially. If you're taking on a marriage and you're saying, I'm going to marry this person, I don't care if it's a guy, I don't care if it's a guy, if it's a girl, woman, man, being broke is not going to help your situation. It just doesn't make sense. Now, you can have all the love in the world, but when it comes to doing things, that's why I said broke people fight over money. People with money don't fight over money. They fight over other things.
I don't even think it's the money part. I think it's more
over money, though, dude.
I think it's more of
maybe you didn't.
A broken heart.
I don't fight over money because
right. That's what I'm saying. Maybe you didn't, but I've seen I've seen it way more common than not.
Out there. I'm broke.
You did not say that. You said you got money. You said you got money. You said you got money.
I'm broke.
No.
Let me put a disclaimer out there. I am broke. I'm just getting by. That's it. But I got these feelings like I got money. You know?
I think a broken heart is more damaging than a broken pocket.
Financial.
Say that again.
I think a broken heart is more damaging than a broken pocket.
You right. What you say, Empress?
Say something about the financial. What?
Empress, what did you say?
I said you were trans financial.
A trans financial. I don't know what that means. What's that? I'm transferring my finances.
I'm broke, but I feel rich, so I'm rich.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's binary.
Yeah, you know, I'm halfway in, halfway out. Hey man, you know, I'm not broke. I'm 2 quarters away from it.
All right, man.
So the third topic of the night, and go ahead.
No, I was gonna say my computer glitched. I didn't hear your broken heart comment, Dre.
No problem. We good. We back. The third comment.
Okay.
No, your broken heart comment. What did you say?
I said a broken heart
is better than some broke pockets.
No, I said it's more damaging than broke pockets.
Yeah, because people actually legit die of broken hearts.
Believe that.
It mimics a heart attack.
Believe that.
Well,
like autopsies have proven that.
I believe it.
Well, here we go with the intelligence again. Okay.
Oh, but you don't like my intelligence.
I love
it.
it.
I'm pretty.
I just like the pretty side. I don't care
about what's topic number 3?
The topic number 3 is what order? Well, you know what? Let Empress tell us the
ABC.
I don't want to. I don't want to say it wrong.
ABC.
Oh no. Okay.
So who comes first?
To our audience and to you gentlemen, who comes first? Your wife, your children, or your mom?
I mean, comes first in what manner?
Come on, Dre. You got your mother in there.
Come on, Dre.
I'm saying.
So you got mom and the kids and your wife all in your room with you.
Yo, listen, I'm just saying. No, I said in what manner? You're thinking totally wrong, my brother. I'm just saying because you say comes first. I'm just saying because I would be like, well, I came from my mother and then came the children.
No, don't try.
Not the chicken and the egg. Which one came first? Please don't let me come fight you.
Right. You seen his face? Who comes first? Your wife, your children. He's like, in what manner? He is. Come on, man.
Oh my God! In the hierarchy of things,
I'm just saying.
So I guess what Empress is saying is in a pecking order of doing stuff for your family. Okay. Who are you going to do it for first? Your wife, your children, or your mom? If everybody called you at the same time and said, "I need you," who?
And it's for the same thing,
right? Mm-hmm. And it's for the same thing. Who are you calling first? Your wife? Are you attending to your wife? Are you attending to your children? Or are you attending to your mom? this is a very tough one.
I would say you got to tell your wife first because you got vows with her. You chose her. Everybody else was, you chose to have children, but that's with that person. So I kind of feel like in pecking order, you chose that significant other, and that's the person that you should put your allegiance to first. And you kind of like gave her your last name, and you have a duty to uphold her first in that situation. And then your children, and then unfortunately, moms, we love you. You old, but we love you.
Man, your mother gonna slap this mess out you, boy.
I love her.
All right, Empress, what's your order?
I think your spouse comes first, and then your children, and then your parents. And the reason why I say that is because, like, I'm a parent.
Right.
My kids ain't gonna be with me forever.
Right.
My job as their parent is to raise them and give them the tools so that they can go out and make their own family. So once they go out and make their own family, I'm not their priority anymore.
Right.
Honestly, I should never be their priority. They should, like, it's just, that's not their job as children.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, like, when my little ones get big and they got a wife, and I swear to God, if he treat me before he treat his wife, I'm slapping him.
Right.
Like, what you doing? You better get in there, man. I don't want her calling me crying later. You better go fix it.
Right. I get that. Well, I got a little different take on that.
Talk about it.
Me looking at the landscape and how it will come. So if there was a phone call and all of them needed me for the same thing at the same time,
they all need a kidney. Who getting it?
My children.
Oh,
your children are getting your kidney, not your wife.
Nope.
He's divorced.
No, for this question, we all married.
Saying, he ain't looking at it like that. He was rational. He was lucid in the moment.
Right.
He was in the moment.
So if I was married and my wife needed a kidney and my children needed a kidney and my mother needed a kidney, my children are getting a kidney. I'm dead ass serious.
Regina, them mama's boys will make you catch a case.
Look. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because this is how I look at it. If it was that scenario of obviously my children are a lot younger than my mother and a lot younger than my wife. Mm-hmm. My wife and my mother had lives to live. They lived, I would assume, a good portion of their life. So I wouldn't take the life away from my children. If I had to give them a kidney, I would give it to them so they can live on. Because at the end of the day, they're gonna push
your
my
legacy. Right.
So
that would be if that was the scenario. That's how I will have to play it out.
So I have a question for you. Sure. This was an actual scenario. This man and his wife, they were in the hospital. She was having a baby, and it came to only one of them was going to survive, and he had to make the choice: my wife or my soon-to-arrive baby.
Right.
I'm not gonna tell you which one he chose yet. Which would you choose? Would you still choose the baby?
That would be really tough, but I would have to take my wife at that point.
Okay.
I would have to.
Why?
Take my wife.
Why did the decision change?
The decision changed because I feel like I have another child with my wife, and I think like it's a tough decision, but I think that would be the main reason. It was like I wouldn't want to raise a child without her. To be honest with you, okay. I wouldn't want to raise a family without my wife.
If the child was 5, they deserve the kidney. You can raise that one without her?
No, but this is the difference, right? So I got time with my 5-year-old.
Yeah.
I never had time with this child.
Right.
And I know that if I love her enough, I would pray and I would hope that would not haunt me for the rest of my life. But I would say I would want to, I wouldn't want to raise a child without the mother. So if I had the choice, at that point, I would probably
You're gonna pick your wife.
Yeah, I would have her.
I respect that.
That's what Gerald Henry said. I would do the same. I would.
What would you do? What would you do,
Empress?
So,
your husband.
Enough. We had this conversation. Because I don't know if the audience knows, I have a 3-month-old. So we had this conversation because in preparation going to the hospital, we have to do like the medical proxy. So we had to have that tough conversation.
Right.
I didn't even get the question fully out. He's like, "I'm picking you." I'm like, "But dual damn."
Right. And that's a good man. Because he probably sees it the same way.
Right.
Partially that and partially like my 7-year-old would probably murder him if we left the hospital to go to the hospital together and we came home and he came home with his little brother and not his mother.
Right.
Big drama.
So, but I also know like his answer, like my answer to this and his answer to this question is somewhat biblical.
Okay.
Because and Gerald Hinton, one of our YouTube followers, spoke on it. He says your wife first before anything. You marry your wife is half of you. You never pick your kids over your wife. And I truly believe that. Like there are two things where math doesn't follow math law, right? Conception 1 + 1 = 1, and marriage 1 + 1 = 1.
Right.
What am I supposed to, like? My kids are here, great. What am I supposed to do without my person?
I don't know. What am I supposed to do without my children?
I'm gonna say this. I have a friend. He lost both on the same day.
Oh,
wow.
And we were talking, and he said something really profound. He's like, I miss my girls, but I don't know what to do without my wife.
Right. I understand.
Like the mourning that he is feeling for his wife is like unspeakable period. But he can speak on his mourning for his children. The wife is something completely different.
I get it. It's a different type of love.
Just different.
Yeah, it's a different type of connection. It's a different kind of love. What about
you?
What's your position?
You know, if that's the person that you chosen, and like Empress is saying that there's vows that you taking in front of, you know, the higher power, and that's the person that you chosen, and that's who you going into this business relationship with. That's who you should be picking. To me personally, it's not
a sucky decision.
Yeah, you got to make a decision.
Sucky decision.
We had to make a lot of sucky decisions tonight.
Right. Yeah, we sure did. Intelligence and love. Yep, we sure did. So is it safe to say that we all on this particular topic, who would come first if somebody needed a life-changing kidney transplant, and it was your children, it was your mother, and it was your wife? We all in the no, that wasn't it, right?
Your children, your spouse, or your mom?
No, this one. I mean, that's what we were talking about, but you kind of changed it into the.
I'm sorry, because I was trying to make it like more than just a plate of food. Right. Like I was trying to make it. I was trying to make it more intense.
I get it. But going to the original question, Empress, you would choose your spouse.
Your spouse comes
who would
first.
you choose?
Spouse.
Okay, and I said my children.
Yeah.
But now here's the thing, and I think Dre, you would probably agree with me. If my husband called me, or if I called him asking for help, and he's like, "The kids just called me," blah blah blah. All right, you know what? Pick him up first, because I'm an adult.
Yeah, facts.
I could find a way. That's why I threw in the kidney thing, because like it makes it a little bit more intense.
That's deep though, Empress, when you put it on a table where it's a life-changing or life-saving situation, and you got to pick out of your mom, your spouse, and your children.
Yeah,
I think
you have to make these decisions.
You got to have a major talk about that as a family.
And a lot of couples don't talk about it.
Right. Well, I think I appreciate these questions, but now it's time to get into our sponsor tonight, which is, tell them, Drippy, who's our sponsor?
The Last Couple Standing.
Let's get it popping.
Ooh. Yo,
right,
everybody that's in the comments, everybody that's watching, y'all need to invite your friends to our lives when we do them on Sunday nights at 7 p.m. Please invite your friends, share our links.
All right, now listen, we done got special tonight, y'all. We done fell into the quarantine pack. It's the quarantine. Just for you. Yeah, quarantine. Yeah. Right. So now the question for the night. This is all about.
Over there smiling a lot.
She's smiling.
Me, because I'm reading these comments.
All right. The question: if you won $1 million tomorrow, how much would you give your partner?
Dr. Philgood, go first.
Dr. Philgood.
Let me think about this. So if I won $1 million tomorrow, and my partner, like what is my partner? Is she my wife?
It's your partner, man. Your partner. You're right.
Wife. Dang
Who you with, man? It don't matter how you label or claim it. How much you giving up, man?
I would ask her what she needs.
Nah. That's not what the question is.
I'm just saying. I'm
always trying to.
No, bro.
I'm just saying. How much would I give her? I'm just saying. I would ask her what she wants.
You choosing money over love?
I'm choosing a rational. I'm not making an emotional decision. I'm choosing a rational decision. So I'm gonna ask her what she needs. Now, what I give her may not be what she wants. So it's just right for me to say, if I got $1 million and she says, well, you only gave me 50,000 out of $1 million. I was like, well, you didn't ask me for nothing.
Well, you give me that 50,000. Okay, cool. We got a number. That's all we wanted. Thank you. 50 G. Yo. You a low baller. Low baller.
I'm just using that as an example.
That's your number, liar. Listen, yo.
Listen. I'll give her six figures. I'll give her six figures.
Oh, that's all right. All right. 100. Yo, Empress.
100 and a penny, so he can say it's over 6 figures.
I'll get it. Listen, Empress. I'll give her $100 and $1. All right.
That's fair. Empress, what's your decision?
Oh my God! So y'all know I'm calculating, right? 325,000.
That's why. Well, hold up. Why are you giving 325?
325.
250 from my kids, 100 grand from my parents. The rest is 650. Half of 650 is 325.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a good calculation.
All right, well, I'm better than both of y'all because the first thing that I'm doing, first things first, is I'm customizing my taxes. You don't spend the whole million. You broke. You owe. You done gave away 50K. I know you bought out with some of that. I'm finding out how much I actually have of this $1 million because I know I don't have a whole million. And
no, if you donate it all to charity, yes, you do.
I don't got $1 million, B. I got to pay taxes on this $1 million. I just want it. You got to pay taxes.
Nah.
First thing, I want it. We're not gonna go over this, man. You
want it in Canada? Stop it. It's $1 million.
Like Bernie Madoff. Listen, one thing I do know. I'm gonna find out how much bread I really got, and then we're gonna talk to a financial consultant and a financial advisor. Because as Kamala said, I'm a nerd, so I'm all about the information, and I'm gonna make sure that we gonna have a lot of more money than just $1 million. Because I don't, Kamala, I'm sorry, I love you, man, but I don't know how long I don't know when we're gonna win the next $1 million. So I don't really have the luxury to think that it's coming down the road. So that's where I'm going. Don't tell me about how I'm doing my money, B.
Invest it and make $1 million. Make your money, make money. What's wrong with you?
That's what I was going to do. Dogecoin. Yeah, I love me.
I mean, you know what? I just want to say this. Drippy had them cards. He really thought out his answer to sound really intelligent. We the only ones that did have those cards. Now, all of a sudden, he's speaking prolific. I'm going to see what the financial advisor says.
Yeah.
I'm going.
You know why? We gotta go. We gotta go to Mike and Nose Grease. We got to take big plans. You know what I'm saying? We got to go see the Coliseum. We got to do big things. So I need big money.
I want that $1 million playing poker underground. Ain't nobody.
Oh, there you go. Now you're talking my lingo. All right. Now here goes the second thing. If you are completely happy in your relationship, but found out your partner had a relationship on the side, would you leave?
Empress.
Happy.
Empress.
Out. Because guess what? Once I find that out, I'm no longer happy. I am out.
The misery has come. What do you say on that, Dr. Feelgood?
I'm gonna do what I would. I'm pulling my Chef Tammy because I feel her vibe tonight. Chef Tammy would say, she would probably be like, I would have to think about this, Dr. Feelgood. Because you know how Chef Tammy give it up. She give you a nice soliloquy and then she bang hit you like, nah, I'm out though.
Nah, I'm gonna do it so lovely too. He just gonna come home and I'm going.
Oh yeah,
I told you I can't do the betrayal thing, man. That just doesn't work for me. I don't care.
But what if she got money?
I don't care if she got money. Well, hold on.
Oh, it's about love now.
Hold on, no. If she got money, I said hold on. I didn't say.
He said hold on. He ain't going to.
If she got money.
If
she got money, I might be able to deal with some of that nonsense.
Oh, you're gonna take it for the dollar?
Oh, I mean,
you a cheap date.
No, what I'm thinking about is like if that's how she want to move, and my lifestyle ain't gonna change, and I can do what I want, then I'll just be like, all right, cool, do that.
Okay. Once again, y'all, I've had these cards, as my brother would say, and my answer.
Hold on, before you say that, Drippy, what's wrong with my answer? I said
no, what's wrong with the answer? You like that dollar?
I'm thinking something's wrong with your answer if the answer is dependent on how much money she got.
You started shallow, now you're gonna change.
Go ahead, Drippy.
Oh, you lucky it's rated PG-13.
Right. Go ahead, Drippy. So you have the cards. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. All right, so this is my synopsis on this one, right? So I'm happy. I'm happy.
Right.
It's all about being happy. So
Right.
I would have to really. I'm not going to say we would have to discuss having an open relationship in situations not being a secret, because that's going to make me unhappy and get me back to being happy and having that still open line of communication where we're happy, you're happy. Apparently, I'm lacking somewhere. Right. There's something going on. Maybe I'm not scratching the itch enough. Maybe it's something else going on. But I would like to know what the problem is and what the root of the problem is and how I'm going to keep my happy before I just let it go and have to sort out new happiness.
Right.
What if there's not a problem? That's just who she is.
Then I gotta be happy with that too. And she for the streets, and I'm in the streets. We did.
Hey man,
I ain't giving her up. I'll never let her go.
I'm gonna say this. I wanna. Can I get a chance to refine my answer a little
What's
bit?
up? What? Are you doing limbo with the limbo?
No, I'm not limbo. I'm staying. I'm just want to refine my answer.
What you doing?
Because I'm a brother that I don't have money like that. So if I had a woman that had money, I would think twice about walking out of that situation. Like most real people that's watching this. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. So let me ask you this question. Hold on.
You're not gonna make me look bad.
Dre, hold on. I want to ask the women and men that's watching this, please leave us some comments. I'm telling you this. If there is somebody, you're married to somebody that has a lot of money. You find out that they're cheating. So will you now the question is, will you stay there being happy? Say, what was the question? No, Dre, what was the question? Hold on.
The question is, if you are completely happy in your relationship, but found out your partner had another relationship on the side, would you leave? You happy?
Right.
We're happy.
So I'm happy. And I find it out.
Yeah.
Money would definitely take a play in that. It depends.
Hell no. Guess what? I'm gonna leave with half that damn money.
See what I'm saying? We're having the love. We're having the love.
The love went to his other girlfriend.
Buy me love. Money can't buy me love.
Money can't buy you love.
That's
can't buy you happy. Now, who sang that?
Hey, yo.
My verse was
listen, man. I'm saying, your man Non-Devil M said, forget about cheating. He found out they had a whole nother family on the show.
Shoot.
Word, we need to get Non-Devil M on the show. I like the name, the thing that he's saying, and everything.
Yeah.
Non-Devilism.
Well, so that's the third question, Dre.
Oh, yeah. Leslie said we can all play.
We can play. How is that?
Play?
Oh,
okay. 2 times.
So but wait.
What happened?
I mean, no, because I'd be mad he kept it a secret from me. I was gonna say, like,
yeah, but we can get over this.
Babe, there's somebody we might be able to play with. I might go for that. But you done kept us a whole secret, had a whole relationship. Nah, you selfish.
Right. Well, see, that don't float my boat, so I'm good on that. I'm a one woman man. I don't need a whole bunch of things going on. Especially if
extra set of boobies. No.
No.
You gonna have a menage with one woman?
No, because I ain't gonna have one.
Grow up.
You grow up
anyway, man.
You grow up for me.
I'm tired of
nasty behind.
Do I need to get in between you two?
No, hold up.
Neutral corners. No.
Whoa.
Easy.
Don't get it, dude.
What we talking
Wait
about?
a minute. This got crazy.
You gonna say that?
All
Let's
right.
go to the comments, Greg. Let's go to the comments.
Y'all bugging.
Let's go to the comments. What's wrong with y'all?
They say 911 help.
911 help.
A lot.
So listen. So I want to recap something that happened this weekend. We had a very good week on the platform, and so one of the questions that got a lot of attention was I posted a question. 60% of the women that said 60% of the women that had a problem with the word obey being in their marriage vows. 60% of the women said that they had a problem with the word obey being in their marriage vows. I think that's completely ridiculous.
Isn't the word obey in the vows for both people?
I thought so.
Women said they had a problem with it. Men didn't say they had a problem.
No, that's not my question.
It's in both.
It's in both, right? So if it's in both, I'm gonna get slack for this. If it's in both, that means my husband we're supposed to obey each other, right?
Right.
So then what's the problem?
Well, I mean, 60% of women said that, when it comes to that word obey, they rather take it out or write their own vows. But most women, and my response was, most things that people say in their vows, they're not doing it anyway.
Right.
And a lot of people
That's
walk
true.
out of that marriage already with the mindset of saying, I ain't obeying him.
I ain't gonna do
I
no
don't care what he
obeying.
say. I
So
ain't
why are you
obeying.
marrying him? So
For the money.
this reminds me of that whole.
Money.
Go ahead.
This reminds me of that whole like submit thing,
Right.
right? And I'm not
Hold
supposed
on,
to
what you mean
submit.
submit thing? Yeah,
You don't like that.
Like a lot of women have the problem, right? You are, but a
Right.
lot of women have a problem with that, right?
Because they
Don't
have
fully
more control
understand
issues.
it.
They have
Like,
more control issues. That's why.
No, that's not even it.
What is
In
it?
the dynamic between the person who is doing the submitting and the
Mhm.
person that's being submitted to,
Right.
right? The power or the control, if it's a control issue, actually lies in the woman. Let me explain.
Right. You don't.
I have to be able to trust you to submit to you.
Right.
Which means you have to earn my trust.
Right.
Which means the control is actually with me. Because
Right.
you have to show me that I can trust you to lead me.
That's the point of submitting.
But that's my point. But I think the word submit and the word obey and all of those things get lumped together, because then you have a lot of men out here that are just coming, and I'm telling you because I've experienced it. Okay. I'm the man, you need to let me lead. Nigga, you can't lead a dog.
But you know what my answer was, right?
You gotta be careful of the man that you letting lead you.
You know what my answer was.
I'm just saying, like, they come in expecting it.
Right.
I'm the man, I'm supposed to lead, but you haven't shown me you can do anything.
Okay, we coming in on the 8:00 hour. This was a powerful Drippy. Get your comment.
Yeah, we'll hear Drip.
Oh yeah, I just was saying most of the women that I know, they think obey come with the king crab legs.
I don't like crab. I like steak and lobster.
They ain't got no other interest in that, right?
No, they ain't trying to obey nothing. Like, not even Sprite.
Right.
It's
interesting. It's interesting that we had this conversation. I didn't mean to cut you off, Drippy. What you was gonna say?
I said, obey your what? You good?
Right. So before we get out of here, Empress, tell them about the blog that's rocking right now that you get ready.
Oh yeah. So those of you who don't know or haven't followed yet, subscribe to my blog, follow it, share it, please. Leave feedback, whether you like it or not. I want to hear it. I'm gonna post it in the Facebook chat, and I'll also read it out loud. It is empressspeakshermind.blogspot.com. Please follow and subscribe.
Oh, and if y'all want that good playlist, man, y'all could always check out the Drippy Dre playlist. It's on the conversation. It's actually on the conversation. Shh.
Right.
Say no more.
Right.
Say no more.
And what was Chef Tammy's drink tonight? I
heard it was sex in the driveway.
Sex in the driveway.
Wait, who's having sex in the driveway?
That's the name of the drink. You're gonna have sex in the driveway once you get the drink.
Yeah. Sex in the driveway.
That can be kind of fun.
Do we have the breakdown on sex?
Oh no, I got it. Here you go. I hope I can do some justice.
Go ahead, give it to him.
Take 2 ounces of white rum, 2 ounces of white tequila, 2 ounces of blue curacao, an ounce of orange juice, some pineapple juice. Shake it up, pour it up. Have yourself some sex in the driveway.
Sex in the driveway. Wow, that's amazing. Well, I want to thank our guests, which is our audience. I always like to thank my host. This has been another episode of James Billings, The Conversation with James Billings and Friends. Tune in next week. We're going to have some interesting stuff to talk about, and I believe we're going to have a guest next week. I'm still kind of confirming that right now. But thank y'all for tuning in. Keep those comments coming. Keep tuning in, and make sure you guys, when you come into our chat and into our live cast, please invite your friends.
Yes, please.
Invite your friends, share the stuff.
Watch it with your significant other.
Right. And watch it with because what we're trying to do is create healthy conversation, but we want to be able to debate the things that we talk about.
Yes.
Thank y'all once again. Tune in next week, 7 p.m. We are out.
Chef Tim, we love y'all.
It's so phenomenal. Yeah. It's so incredible. Yeah. Because of you, I wrote this song. Now it's on the radio. Yeah. Tricking all my money out. Anything you want. Step in out now. Anywhere you want. Diamond ring. head down to your shoes. Ooh, it don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. I can't compare to you. It don't get no better than tonight. We're in heaven. This is the best night of my life. 'Cause you're a phenomenon. You're a phenomenon. Nobody does it better. Nothing can compare to you. Go Queens. Go, go, 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 go Queens. You like the finer things, yeah, you love it. Oh, just like an oven. Oh, they say you're hotter than July. You used to be the life of the party, but now you're broken hearted. And I just came around to wake you up. All that you need is someone to know you. Need to be treated like somebody loves you. And I don't wanna see you looking down. I can change your world. I just have one question. Do you believe in miracles? We could change the world, but only if you try to believe in miracles. It's like that. It's like that. It's like that. He left you in that cold, stormy weather, and oh, I can love you better. And oh, you know I'll never break down. No, no, you're tired of all of the crying. Oh, you think you're dying,